At this very moment, you're proving you're not like the rest. You're part of the 1%, the few who refuse to live on autopilot, who sense that life holds something greater. You didn't just stumble onto this video. Something inside you led you here. A quiet but undeniable pull toward change. Look around. Your thoughts, emotions, and daily experiences aren't random. They follow a pattern, one that shapes your reality. Most people stay trapped in that loop, repeating the same days over and over, waiting for change that never comes. But not you. And right now, as you watch this video, your brain is already shifting, rewiring, and preparing for something new. The only question is, are you ready to step into it? Every thought you think triggers a chain reaction in your body, releasing chemicals that shape your emotional and physical state. Most people go through life waiting for something outside them to change so they can feel better inside. But this is the old way of thinking, living by cause and effect, stuck in patterns that keep producing the same life experiences. Real transformation doesn't happen someday in the future. It happens the moment you decide to become someone new. Your mind and body don't know the difference between an event happening in your outer world and one you imagine vividly in your inner world, which means you have the power to create change from within. By the time you reach 35 years old, 95% of who you are is a collection of habits, emotions, reactions, beliefs, and attitudes that run like a computer program. You wake up the same way, brush your teeth the same way, eat the same breakfast, follow the same routine, and react to situations just like you did yesterday. Your brain has become wired to keep producing the same experiences, and without realizing it, you are repeating the past. Even worse, your body becomes addicted to the emotions connected to those past experiences. If you've spent years feeling stressed, anxious, or unworthy, your body gets used to those feelings and craves them, making it hard to break free. Your thoughts create your emotions reinforce your thoughts, and this cycle keeps you stuck in the same reality. Every time you have a thought, your brain releases chemicals that affect your body. If you think the same thought repeatedly, it creates a strong neural connection in your brain, much like carving a path through a forest. The more you walk that path, the easier it becomes to travel, and soon your brain automatically follows that route. This is why negative thinking becomes a habit. Your brain has been trained to go down that road over and over again. But the good news is that you can rewire your brain through neuroplasticity, meaning you can create new pathways by changing your thoughts and emotions. Even more fascinating is that your thoughts influence your genes. When you live in constant stress, your body stays in fight or flight mode, releasing stress hormones that weaken your immune system and speed up aging. But when you shift to elevated emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, your body responds by releasing healing chemicals that repair and restore your cells. Most people want a new life while holding on to the emotions of their past. They want love, but still carry the pain of old relationships. They want success, but feel stuck in feelings of lack. They want health, but live in the stress of disease. This is like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one on the brake. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. If you wake up every day thinking and feeling the same way, you are not creating a new future. You are recreating the past. To break free, you must first become aware of the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that are running your life. Pay attention to how you react to situations, how you talk to yourself, and the emotions you experience throughout the day. These are all signs of your subconscious programming. Once you become aware of these patterns, you have the power to change them. Awareness is the first step to transformation because once you see the problem, you can do something about it. To create lasting change, you need to practice rewiring your brain and body every day. One of the most powerful tools is meditation, which helps you step out of your habitual thinking and into the present moment. When you meditate, you separate yourself from your thoughts and emotions, giving you the space to choose new ones. Another powerful tool is visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real experience and one that is imagined vividly. When you see yourself already living the life you want, feeling the emotions of that reality, you strengthen the neural pathways that make that future possible. The third key is intentional action. It's not enough to think differently. You must act differently. Every choice you make should align with the person you are becoming. If you want to be confident, start acting like a confident person. If you want to be successful, make decisions that reflect abundance rather than fear. Small, consistent actions reinforce your new identity, making it easier for your brain and body to accept the change. Many people spend their lives stuck in the past or worrying about the future, but the only moment that truly exists is now. Every moment gives you the opportunity to make a new choice, think a new thought, and create a new emotion. If you continue to live in memories of past pain, you will keep recreating that pain in your future. But if you shift your focus to the possibilities of the present, you open yourself up to new realities. The more you practice feeling the emotions of your desired future in the present moment, the faster your external world will begin to reflect those changes. When you truly understand how transformation works, you realize that creating something new in your life requires you to become someone new. This isn't just a motivational idea, it's backed by science. Right now, your nervous system is constantly changing, rewiring, and adapting with every thought and experience. Scientists once believed that the brain was fixed after childhood, but they were wrong. Neuroplasticity proves that your brain remains moldable throughout your entire life. This means you are never stuck, never trapped by old habits or ways of thinking. You have the power to change at any moment. You are not just a physical being made of flesh and bone, you are a quantum being living in a quantum universe. At the smallest level, you are not made of solid matter, but of energy and information. Your thoughts are not just abstract ideas floating in your mind. They are actual energy patterns that extend into the quantum field, an invisible web of energy and information that connects everything. This field responds to your energy, shaping your reality based on the signals you send. The way you think and feel determines the frequency you broadcast into this field, influencing what you attract and create in your life. Most people believe they are prisoners of their genetics, but the science of epigenetics reveals a completely different truth. Only about 5% of diseases are caused by genetic defects, while the other 95% are triggered by environmental factors, lifestyle choices, and most importantly, your thoughts and emotions. Every thought you think sends signals to your genes, turning them on and off like switches. When you live in constant stress, your body activates genes associated with survival, inflammation, and disease. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, love, and creativity, you activate genes linked to healing, regeneration, and longevity. Your body is always listening to your mind. And by changing your mental and emotional state, you can change your biology. You see, everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency, including your thoughts and emotions. Negative emotions such as fear, anger, and stress generate low, slow frequencies, while positive emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude create high, fast frequencies. Just like a radio tower broadcasting a signal, you are constantly transmitting a frequency into the quantum field. The field does not respond to what you say you want, it responds to your energy. If your thoughts and emotions are in conflict, your signal becomes weak and chaotic, making it difficult to create meaningful change. But when your thoughts and feelings are aligned, you broadcast a clear and powerful frequency, influencing the energy around you in a way that shapes your reality. One of the most powerful tools for transformation is meditation. When you close your eyes and focus inward, you shift your brain waves from the high-speed beta state, where the analytical mind dominates, to slower frequencies such as alpha and theta, where the subconscious mind becomes more accessible. In this altered state, your brain chemistry changes, and your nervous system enters a state of deep coherence. This is where true change happens. When you combine a clear intention and a focused goal with an elevated emotion like gratitude or love, you begin to rewire your brain and body at a fundamental level. At this moment, you are no longer bound by time and space. You are operating in the quantum field, where infinite possibilities exist. Ancient traditions have long spoken about energy centers in the body, often called chakras. Modern science now recognizes that these centers correspond to major nerve clusters and glands that regulate your body's chemistry. When you raise your energy through meditation, breathwork, or conscious thought, these centers start to spin at a higher frequency, strengthening your electromagnetic field. This field, which surrounds your body, becomes more organized and powerful as your energy increases. This is the foundation of personal transformation. Not just thinking positively, but actively shifting your energy to align with the life you want to create. Right now, as you absorb these concepts, your brain is already changing. New neural connections are forming, and new possibilities are opening up. This is the power of applied neuroscience combined with quantum physics, the ability to change your brain, your genes, and your reality through conscious thought and elevated emotion. Every morning, when you wake up, your brain moves from deep delta waves to theta, then alpha, and finally beta, where you become fully alert. Most people immediately begin thinking about their past, reinforcing old patterns. But if you take control of these early moments, by meditating, visualizing, or setting clear intentions, you can train your brain to operate from a new state of being. When you begin the process of transformation, your brain shifts through different states, each playing a crucial role. In the beta state, your mind is analytical, judging, comparing, and filtering everything through the lens of past experiences. This is where most people operate daily, constantly reacting to their environment. However, as you move into the alpha state, your brain slows down, and the voice of your analytical mind becomes quieter. This is the entry point into deeper states of awareness, where you can start to reprogram your autonomic nervous system with new information. Going even deeper, in the theta state, you access the subconscious mind, which processes an astonishing 40 million bits of information per second, compared to just 40 bits in the conscious mind. This is where real change happens. When you meditate, visualize, or focus on new possibilities in this state, you tap into immense power. However, true transformation doesn't happen in the mind alone. It requires heart coherence. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field 100 times stronger than your brain's. When you focus your attention on your heart and cultivate emotions like gratitude, love, or appreciation, your heart rhythm becomes more coherent. This coherence sends powerful signals throughout your body, creating a cascade of changes. When your heart and brain work together in sync, you shift from survival mode to creation mode. Instead of producing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, your body begins to release serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, the chemicals of joy, creativity, and possibility. In this state, you move beyond the limitations of your past and the worries of your future. Your body doesn't know the difference between an experience happening in the external world and one vividly imagined in your mind. When you combine clear intention with elevated emotion, You program your body and subconscious for a new future. It's like tuning a radio. When you're in stress and survival mode, you're locked into a frequency of the past. But through meditation and heart coherence, you shift your frequency and align with the reality you want to create. True creation doesn't come from force or willpower alone. It happens when you move beyond thinking into being. Most people try to manifest change while stuck in beta, using logic and analysis. But lasting transformation happens in theta, where you embody the emotions of your future reality as if it's happening now. In this state, you are no longer separate from what you want, you become it. The space between your thoughts, that quiet place reached in deep meditation, is where the quantum field exists. Here, you're not bound by time or space. You are pure potential, directly connected to universal consciousness. Every time you enter this state, you strengthen new neural pathways, teaching your body what your future feels like emotionally before it physically manifests. This is the foundation of neuroplasticity. You are literally rewiring your brain to align with the life you want. When you truly master this state, you stop trying to force change and instead allow it to unfold. You shift from pushing with effort to tapping into the intelligence of the quantum field. This is where miracles happen, not through struggle, but through coherence, surrender, and alignment with possibility. Many people misunderstand manifestation, believing it's about wishing or wanting something intensely. But there's a precise science behind it, a formula that, when followed, creates extraordinary results. The first step is clear intention. Your intention must be so specific that your brain and body recognize exactly what to look for in the quantum field. When you're vague, you send mixed signals, making it harder for change to take place. Think of it like placing an order in a restaurant. You wouldn't just say, "Bring me something good." You'd specify exactly what you want. Most people set an intention and then stop. They wait, hoping for change, but that's not enough. The quantum field doesn't respond to thoughts alone. It responds to energy. This is where elevated emotion becomes essential. If you're trying to create abundance, you must feel abundant before the money arrives. If you're creating health, you need to feel vitality while your body is still healing. Your future reality isn't something you wait for. It's something you embody right now. A crucial piece of this process is present moment awareness. Many people constantly check if their manifestation is happening, worrying about whether it's working fast enough. But that's living in lack, signaling to the quantum field that you don't yet have what you want. Instead, true creation happens when you become so immersed in the feeling of your future reality that you're no longer waiting, you're living it. Then comes the most challenging part, surrendering to the process. Most people struggle with this because they want to control how their manifestation unfolds. They fixate on a specific timeline, a particular person, or a step-by-step outcome, but the quantum field operates beyond your limited knowledge. When you let go of the how and trust the process, you open yourself to possibilities greater than what you could have imagined. Think of it this way. Every possible version of you already exists in the quantum field. The version that is already wealthy, already healthy, already living the life you desire, it's all there. Your goal isn't to force something into existence, it's to tune into that version of yourself so it becomes your reality. The formula is simple but powerful. Set a clear intention. Be specific. Your mind and body need precise instructions. Generate the emotion of already having it. Feel it as if it's real right now. Stay present in that emotion. Don't check for results or worry about when it will happen. Surrender the outcome. Let go and trust that the field will handle the details. Consistency is key. You must repeat this daily until it becomes your new normal. This is why people who master this formula appear to create effortlessly. They're not forcing anything. nor are they trapped in doubt. They hold the frequency of their desired future so consistently that they become a match for what they want. But here's where resistance kicks in. Your body is addicted to past emotions. It has been chemically programmed to maintain old patterns. When you start making changes, your body will fight back. It will release stress chemicals, raise your heart rate, and flood your mind with doubt. This isn't a sign to stop. It's proof that transformation is happening. Every time you push past your comfort zone, your survival emotions, fear, anxiety, stress, try to pull you back. These emotions have kept you in familiar territory, but they are also keeping you stuck in the past. This is where most people fail. They try to think their way through transformation. But your body has to be part of the process. When you experience stress, your muscles tense, your breathing becomes shallow, and your energy contracts. However, when you consciously relax and maintain coherent breathing despite the discomfort, you rewire your nervous system. Your body has energy centers, each storing different emotional patterns. When you're stuck in survival emotions, your lower energy centers dominate, keeping you focused on safety and control. But as you move energy up through your system, you shift from survival to creation. Energy center activation is the first step in transforming your reality. Each energy center in your body holds emotional and energetic patterns that influence your state of being. When you start meditating and trying to shift your energy, you may feel resistance, discomfort, or even emotional turbulence. This is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's simply your body trying to pull you back to its familiar chemical state. The key is to not fight this resistance, but to acknowledge it while staying focused on your practice. Instead of pushing against it, breathe through it and continue focusing on the elevated emotion you are trying to cultivate. Over time, your body will surrender, and you will find yourself moving beyond old limitations without force. True transformation happens not by fighting your past self, but by embracing and guiding yourself into a new state of being. Every time you break through resistance, you are not just changing a thought pattern, you are rewiring your entire nervous system, shifting your energy field, and altering your electromagnetic signature. Neural rewiring process explains why consistency is the most important factor in change. Science shows that real transformation follows a specific timeline. In the first few days of practicing a new state of being, your brain starts forming new neural connections, but these connections are weak, like thin strands that can easily break if you stop. By the second week, these pathways begin to strengthen, making the new habit more stable. By the third week, your brain actually starts sprouting new nerve cell connections, reinforcing the transformation. However, most people quit too early. They start practicing, don't see immediate results, and assume nothing is happening, so they return to their old ways. What they don't realize is that their brain needs at least 21 to 63 days of consistent effort to hardwire a new way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Your brain also does not distinguish between reality and imagination. If you practice feeling your desired future every day, generating the right emotions, and fully immersing yourself in the experience, your brain will start building the necessary neural networks, as if the experience were already real. The power of daily practice is what separates those who create real change from those who remain stuck in old patterns. Just like you wouldn't expect to transform your body by going to the gym once, you cannot expect to rewire your mind in a single meditation. The people who experience true transformation are those who commit to their practice no matter what. Even when their external circumstances show no evidence of change, they continue to meditate, feel their future, and stay in the elevated emotional state of having already received what they desire. This is what it means to be greater than your environment. When you do this, you are training your mind and body to operate beyond the limitations of your past, aligning with a new reality. Eventually, this practice starts producing visible effects in your life. Recognizing the signs of transformation is crucial because, at first, the changes may be subtle. As you shift your energy and elevate your emotions, you will begin noticing small but meaningful synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, sudden inspirations, or events that align perfectly with your desires. Things that seemed random before will now start making sense. Your perception will change, and you will begin to see possibilities that your old self would have overlooked. This isn't luck, it's your brain's reticular activating system filtering reality to match your new energy. Along with external signs, your internal state will also change. You will find that past triggers no longer have the same effect on you. Situations that once caused stress or anxiety will feel different. You may start making healthier choices effortlessly without needing to force yourself. Your energy levels might fluctuate, your sleep patterns may shift, and you may feel bursts of clarity and intuition. These are all signs that your nervous system is reorganizing itself to match the new version of you. Understanding the quantum leap effect helps you stay committed even when results seem slow. Most major breakthroughs follow a quantum pattern where for a while it feels like nothing is happening. You practice, you stay consistent, yet there are no obvious changes. This is where most people give up. But what they don't realize is that transformation doesn't always happen in a gradual, linear way. Instead, it builds up in the background, much like heating water. The temperature rises degree by degree, but visually the water looks the same, until suddenly it transforms into steam. Similarly, your practice is creating an internal shift, and the moment you reach a tipping point, change will happen seemingly overnight. One day, without warning, things will start aligning, and you will see clear evidence of your new reality unfolding. Emotional mastery and surrender is what allows the process to unfold smoothly. Many people block their manifestations because they remain attached to how things should happen. They try to control the timing, the method, or the specific way in which their desires should come to them. But the quantum field is far more intelligent than the conscious mind. When you try to control the outcome, you are signaling lack. You are telling the universe that you don't believe in the possibility of your future unfolding naturally. The real key is to surrender while maintaining unwavering faith. This doesn't mean giving up. It means allowing yourself to feel as if your desired outcome has already happened, without needing proof. When you do this, you open yourself up to possibilities beyond what you can imagine. Your only job is to hold the frequency of your future self so consistently that you become an energetic match for what you want. The details will take care of themselves. Breaking the addiction to the past is another challenge you will face. Your body is chemically addicted to the emotions you have been feeling for years. If you have spent most of your life in stress, worry, or fear, your body has become conditioned to those states. The moment you try to change, it will resist. You might experience doubt, discomfort, or even physical tension. This isn't a sign to stop, it's a sign that you're breaking free. Instead of interpreting these signals as warnings, recognize them as proof that transformation is happening. Your survival emotions, fear, anxiety, stress, are simply mechanisms that have kept you in familiar territory. But they are based on the past, not your future. When you maintain elevated emotions despite discomfort, when you breathe through resistance instead of reacting to it, you are rewiring your nervous system. You're not just trying to achieve something, you're becoming someone new. This transformation isn't just about changing habits or thoughts, it's about rewiring your brain, shifting your energy, and aligning with a completely different version of yourself. This new self has different neural pathways, a different genetic expression, and a different energetic signature. Every time you persist, despite doubt, discomfort, or the absence of immediate results, you are literally forcing your body to evolve beyond its current limitations. When you reach this understanding, you realize that time isn't linear. it's happening all at once. The future you desire already exists in the quantum field. You're not making it happen. You're synchronizing with it until it becomes your present moment experience. The moment you truly grasp this, you stop chasing outcomes and start tuning into them. Your highest potential already exists, you just need to align your energy with it. If you're ready to step into your power, comment aligned below. Let's manifest our best reality. The intelligence of the field is beyond what your analytical mind can comprehend. Consider this. Your heart beats without you thinking about it, your cells divide and regenerate, and your immune system defends you, all without your conscious direction. The same intelligence that keeps the planets in orbit, turns seeds into trees, and orchestrates the entire universe is available to you when you learn to connect with it. In your deepest meditative states, when you go beyond your personal identity and detach from your thoughts about your life, you tap into universal consciousness. This is the realm where all possibilities exist simultaneously. Your awareness merges with a greater intelligence, no longer bound by individual limitations. You become pure potential, open to transformation, healing, and the creation of an entirely new reality. Energy healing, transformation, and manifestation are not abstract concepts. They are based on the understanding that everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Health isn't about fixing something broken. It's about changing the frequency of your body's energy field. Disease cannot exist in a body that is vibrating at its optimal frequency. This isn't just metaphysical thinking. It's quantum physics applied to biology. Your thoughts and emotions aren't contained within your mind. They generate an electromagnetic field that extends beyond your body. When you maintain coherent thoughts and emotions, this field becomes more powerful, more structured, and more capable of influencing the energy around you. This is why group meditation has such a profound effect. When multiple people generate the same elevated emotional energy, they combine their fields, amplifying the signal to the quantum field. The key to real transformation is recognizing that you are not separate from the field, you are the field becoming aware of itself. This is the most advanced understanding. When you realize this, healing becomes natural, creation becomes effortless, and transformation becomes inevitable. You're not trying to force something outside of you to change. You're directing the intelligence that is already governing your entire existence. This is where true miracles happen, not through struggle, but through surrender. When you fully embody this awareness, your energy field becomes a tuning fork that resonates with the unlimited potential of the quantum field. This is the space where spontaneous healing occurs, where quantum leaps in consciousness happen, and where the impossible becomes possible. To align with this reality, start your day with intention. The moment you open your eyes in the morning, before checking your phone, before engaging with the outside world, pause. Take those first moments to set your energy for the day. This is not a luxury, it's the foundation of your transformation. Create a dedicated space for meditation. Sit with a straight posture, close your eyes, and begin with slow, rhythmic breathing. Your morning practice is your opportunity to program your energy before the external world dictates your state of being. If you don't take control of your energy in the morning, you'll spend the rest of the day reacting to circumstances instead of creating your reality. Your evening review is just as essential. Before going to sleep, ask yourself, did I stay true to my new state of being today? Did I catch myself falling into old patterns? Did I maintain my energy regardless of external circumstances? This is not about judgment, it's about awareness and recommitment. The transformation process requires dedication. Meditate twice daily, morning and evening without exception. Throughout the day, check in with yourself. Are you embodying your future self, or have you slipped back into past patterns? If you find yourself reacting from old conditioning, pause, take a deep breath, and reset your energy. Your commitment must be absolute. No excuses, no waiting for perfect conditions. Your job is to stay committed to your practice, to maintain your energy, and to trust the process. The field will orchestrate the details. Trust in your transformation. Trust that the new you is already emerging. The time to act is not tomorrow, not when circumstances improve, but right now. Your future self is waiting. Will you answer the call? Do drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more value-rich content. See you in the next episode.